Love it. Dang,
Sorry.
Liz,
I
scandalous.
didn't mean to flash the camera. My
We
apologies.
just got probably like 100 new followers.
Right? That's a different type of website.
Taylor Envy, Prince Envy.
Oh, those are pretty without the dust jackets. Look at
Ooh,
Yeah, those
those.
stickers are stupid.
they're so hateful on the dust jacket.
I do like that Madeline's is like bright pink though. That one's kind of fun. I think if I had that, I'd keep yeah.
Mine wasn't that color. Mine was black with like it was the same like art, but it wasn't pink.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
inside. I feel like the book itself should be bright pink. So oh God. Okay. So now we're chatting about Throne of Secrets and Throne of the Fallen, which actually Throne of the Fallen comes first and then Throne of the Secrets. We're going to talk about them both. It's not a duology, but it is a secondary series to Kingdom of the Wicked, which is a trilogy written about, oh my gosh, the prince, what's his name? Wrath.
Right.
Yes. So that first trilogy follows Prince Wrath, and I'm blanking on the woman's name in that series. Camilla? No, not Camilla. But
Yeah. Wasn't it?
I
that's
thought
this
so.
one. Anyways, it follows their story, and then all of these spin-off little series or books are about King Wrath's or Prince Wrath's brothers. So in Throne of the Fallen, it's about Prince Envy, and then Throne of Secrets, it's about Prince Gluttony. And we're gonna just do spoilers because I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be hard for me to do spoiler free on these two. I rated these a B plus. I really liked them. I don't think I would reread them. They were a bit predictable in how the story flowed. It had some elements of surprise, but overall very predictable. But that still were like such a cute fantasy reads that you could binge. And the mysteries were interesting. The writing was good. It was just, it's a really great series to continue to follow, in my opinion. Liz, what'd you rate them?
Completely agree with you, as always. I was just looking up my notes. I love the books in the series. I gave it like a B plus. I don't think I'd read them again, but I'm gonna keep reading this series. Also, I have questions about loose ends she left that I'm very upset about. Everyone knows how I feel about loose ends. There's three big ones that I'd like to discuss with you. I wrote them down in my notes, but I'll wait till after Andrea's rating.
I rated them both an A. I really liked them. I liked them better than The Kingdom of the Wicked, even though that one was really good. I don't know why, but I like these a lot better.
I
Yeah.
think Kingdom of the Wicked could have been one book like these. Like these work perfect
Mhm.
in just
I
one.
Kingdom of the Wicked. Those three were so much better than the follow-on ones. What are you talking about?
You guys don't agree on
It's
something?
weird.
Oh my gosh. I loved King of the Wicked too. But like seeing these in one book, I think that could have also been one book too. But my opinion. Okay. But so Liz, you say there's loose ends, but there's
Yeah.
also like three more books coming.
I know, but I feel like it was central to these two
Four.
characters,
Oh.
the loose ends. So I'm very so first of all, you remember how they thought her friend, the other author, is the one that like gave her up, and it turns out it was her sister that did it. But
Mhm.
when they thought it was the friend, Riley, I think her name is, according to my notes, they were gonna send her down to the dungeons, right? They had like ambushed her and grabbed her, and they were gonna send her down to the dungeons and maybe like torture her or whatever. And they find out it's her sister instead, and they're like, whatever. Like nothing happened.
I
That was so
also
annoying too.
That's fucked up.
did not like that. They're like,
I thought
oh,
it
I
was
thought her
great.
sister was stupid. Send her to the dungeons.
Hmm.
She had Elaine vibes. Like, I hated her.
You're right. She
I
did the main vibes.
really thought Elaine and Riley were having an affair. Or not Elaine and Riley. I really thought Riley and the sister were having an affair.
Yeah, like I thought the sister was younger.
She
Oh no,
is.
she's not. She's like 18. You're right. Okay. That would make sense actually. I could see that. Um, Okay, so that's the first one. That annoyed me. The other one is throughout the entire book, they hinted that the main girl isn't a demon, and they never say who her mom is. So is she's not obviously not a demon, she's something else. Why don't they tell us? Like I get Madeline that there are going to be more follow-on books, but this is like her book, right? This is when they should tell us, right?
I really thought she was a dragon shifter.
Me too.
I was
Because
waiting
you
for
hinted
that
at it in
the
our
whole
group
book.
chat before I read
Whoops.
it.
Whoopsies. Yeah, I agree with you on that one too. They did hint at it, but then nothing ever got revealed about her true nature. Like
It's dumb.
into something more.
I know. Okay, then the last big plot hole is that each of the kingdoms have these curses, right? And they've all like happened at the same from the same, they all started the same night at like that big party. What was that party they had? That's when Wrath's curse started, when he was cursed by the witches. That's when Pride's curse started, right? And then we have to believe that this book wasn't like really a curse. It was just the sister doing something dumb and it just happened to start on the same night as everyone else's. That's weird.
That's why I thought that someone compelled the sister to do it.
There's something else
That's what
going
I
on.
thought.
Yeah, I feel like it can't just be the sister. There's some like legit bigger curse thing going on.
Yeah. 'Cause it didn't make a ton of sense for the sister to do something this monumental to that would impact her sister's life. I really thought that there was external magic at play compelling her to do that, and then she obviously didn't have a memory of someone forcing her, but I don't know. That was
And
never
even if she did do that, why did it just happen to be on the same night that the two other brothers got cursed?
I think it all comes back to to Wrath's wife's sister.
Rats? No, so Rat's wife's twin
Yeah.
sister, and then their friend, that is the other brother's wife that's still held
Mhm.
hidden in the other realm.
Or like whose wife is missing? Pride?
I think Pride. Yeah.
Yeah. There's something up with that, and I feel like it's gonna be the last book. It was gonna be Pride.
I agree with you, and we're gonna have some big reveal that there's something else like bigger going on. And also, who is Rat's wife, twin sister gonna end up with? Because it's
I don't
not
know because no one likes her.
I kind of like her. She's like kind of a ruthless bitch. It's kind of fun. But yeah, Pride obviously doesn't like her, and I don't think she really likes Pride. And
Maybe
he's
she'll end up with Sloth.
I'm excited for Sloth's book.
I
Anybody
am
else?
too. But
The lazy,
so
hot, nerdy one.
who did you guys think the next one was about? You had I guess.
I feel like they said in one of the chapters towards the end they like hinted at it. Now I can't remember.
Yeah. I
Was it
thought it was going to
Greed?
be Pride, but you guys both think that that's going to be the last one.
Yeah.
It was like I can't remember what one it was. But yeah, I think Pride will be the last because he was in every one where they talked about this missing wife and he just gets more mysterious and mysterious. And I feel like if they did him next, it just won't make sense.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. If she writes
I'm
them
looking
pretty
it up right
quickly.
Greed.
now. I'm
What?
looking it
Yeah,
up right now to see if
it's
she
gonna be
said who the
Greed.
Oh, Greed. Yeah.
I think it was
I,
Greed. They said a sentence in the book, like towards the end, that made me think that it was gonna be, I think it was Greed
so we have
that I thought.
Wrath, Envy, Gluttony done. We need Pride, Sloth,
Greed.
Greed. Who's the seventh one? Or is there only six?
No, there's
Or-
seven. Let me
I'm
Google it
just
for
looking up
you.
the seven deadly sins. Let's see.
Lust.
Lust.
Aren't they like all lust though at this point? They just all find different ways to make their sin sexual in the books.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Gluttony was pretty lust. So sloth, wasn't he?
Gluttony for sure. A lot of his like parties and scenes, it seemed a lot more like lust than
well, and then
gluttony.
she tries to, I feel like she's just trying to make them all, the author's trying to make them all sexual because like wasn't her like reason behind it like gluttony is just like overdoing whatever you want. So you can overdo lust and still be gluttonous. And I'm like,
Yeah.
stretch. Just give them a bunch of food and alcohol. Like that sounds like fun too.
I ugh, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I these books are pretty spicy. Like they I feel like they've gotten more spicy as it's gone as the series has gone on. The first Kingdom of the Wicked book was not so much, but the chili peppers have ramped up.
Agreed. Although it's not like she doesn't overdo it. It's not like they're explicit scenes, but they still have a storyline. It's not like Silver Flames where like the percentage of like slutty scenes to like storyline is like less than 50-50.
Yeah.
Um, but when she does throw a scene in, it is getting spicier. I agree.
I think it's because there's a lot more spicier happening in the background. Like the main characters will be at a party and there's a lot happening in the foreground or in the background, but not necessarily between those two.
Good point, Madeline.
Yeah. So, highly recommend if you like fantasy, you'll like this series. Read Kingdom of the Wicked first, or else these won't make as much sense. But, oh, oh.